I thought I'd start today's video from our new sponsors for the next 2 years, Corrie's Cabin, and we're going to head out now to the ferry terminal. So I'm on the 9:35 Red Jet, hoping to make a day of it today to make up for the obvious defeat we're going to get against Hull. So I'm going to, or I plan to, make a pilgrimage to the Dell before heading up towards St Mary's Stadium. I've sort of decided to give the Dell excursion a miss simply because of timings. I have to be in the Dell pub at 11:30, so I'm going to head straight up to the ground. But I definitely will do the Dell bit on another occasion. It's all quiet at the Reston front at the moment, so no protesters here, but we're heading up. Oh, there's a gentleman who wants to speak to me. I'm here with Ben, who's going to tell me what he thinks is going to happen today with the result.
I feel like, honestly, it's going to be 3-1 Hull. I just don't think, every time Hull played us, they always beat us, but I'm going to stay positive and I hope we beat them today and I hope we get a result against them.
That's exactly my sentiments. I don't think we're going to win because they've been really good, haven't they?
Yeah, they've done really well. I think they're like 7th or whatever in the table, which I last checked, but they're doing really well. I know on form. And last time I came to watch them here, they beat us 3-1. And so it was a bit of a tail result. So I'm hoping we can get revenge on them, but it is what it is. We'll look forward to it today. That's the main goal.
It's always best to be pessimistic. Never be disappointed then, will you? I hope they win.
Yes, come on you Saints.
From what I can see in regards to the squad, Adam Armstrong was there, Ross Stewart, Perrotts, Robinson, Finn Azaz, Yellett. Didn't see Tom Fellows, to be fair, although I have left it a bit early because I got my Cienza job done, got him to sign a picture. Young Nipper turned up late and missed Cienza, so I'd had a couple of pictures of him signed and gave one of them to the young lad in exchange for a follow on the socials. I'm heading off to the Dell pub for a chill out for a bit, and yeah, I'm hoping that the sort of positive vibe from the players as they were coming through. Someone actually asked Flynn Downs, are we going to win today? He said yes, so fingers crossed that actually happens. And I'm in the Dell pub for a chill out for a bit. Everybody's waiting for the Manchester derby to start, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of Hull City. Hull City Association Football Club was founded on the 28th of June 1904 due to the popularity of rugby league in Kingston upon Hull. Previous attempts to found an association football club at the city had proved difficult. In 1904, Hull City and Hull KR were already well-established sides with passionate local backing. The desire for a third team to represent the city in the competitive sport was not particularly present at all. But support would soon grow. The club faced some initial disruptions after foundation as they had been unable to apply for membership of the Football League. But after playing several friendlies, quite a few friendlies actually, they managed to attain Football League membership. The year after they were founded, which was quite an achievement in itself. And it's been rolling rather well ever since. And this season they're doing particularly well, and this is why my prediction for the match, because they're a bit more stable than us, is an away win for Hull. But speaking to some of the fans in the queue while the players are coming through, it's not all doom and gloom. A lot of the fans still have a considerable amount of hope for Saints in the match. So let's see what everybody else thinks, shall we? Breaking news, apparently. Wee man Ryan Fraser is in Australia on talks to move away from the club. About to leave the Dell Club. It's amazing what vlogging celebrities you can see when you're in here. Right. The Dell Club done, hopefully on the hunt for fans. It's be interesting to see if we can find any positive ones, to be fair. I've found on my hunt for Hull fans, Darren and Sam. How do you think it's going to pan out today?
Well, I don't know, we're just struggling to get a first 11 together with all our injuries, but we've had injuries all season like a lot of teams. You're not doing so well at the moment after a bit. You picked up the other month, didn't you? But
so well at the moment, it's what, so well full stop?
Yeah, I mean, terrible start to the season. Then you had when the manager got sacked, and then the assistant, was he the assistant, the one who took over?
Yeah, he's under 21 manager.
He's permanent now, is he? Yeah. And since he got mid permanent, it's gone downhill again, hasn't it? So I don't know. We're just, if we can get 11 players together, I don't know what we've got on the bench, but yeah.
I've heard this excuse. We've got a weakened squad, and then they win 5-0. How do you think it's going to be today?
I don't really know. I mean, obviously, I hope we're going to do well, but seeing as though there's so many injuries, I can't really predict anything at all.
A little clue: you're playing Saints.
Maybe a win.
Maybe a win.
Yeah. I mean, we came the last match, which was a couple of years ago, our first win here since the 1950s. So we haven't got like a fantastic record here, but then again, we haven't played here that many times. Yeah, hoping for a good game anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good game.
Are you still a bit of a possession side, like just lots of passing around?
Just keep the ball and no one else can have it. No one can score. I think they're probably aiming for a 0-0 draw.
Yeah. Oh well. There's usually a lot of goals and a lot of counts in our games, but
I think if you score, you're fine. Just need to get that first.
Yeah, but keeping a clean sheet's a bit of a problem for us. So.
God, you're a pessimist because me.
I would have thought we'd travelled all the way here just we've not got any optimism at all, have we?
So what do you reckon the score's going to be?
I reckon maybe a 1-1 draw.
2-1.
There we go. I went 3-1 Hull, so you'll be all right.
Yeah.
There's a bus behind you.
Yeah. Let's see who gets off it.
Thank you. Under 18, probably.
The day is not complete unless a video contains Mr. Roger Sanders. How are you, Roger?
I'm fine, thank you, Adam.
And how pessimistic are you?
Moderately.
So slightly less than me then.
Yeah, I've kind of been a bit down with it all this week, football-wise. I think we're probably going to end up middle towards the bottom of the table, and
as long as it's not completely bottoms, you don't want to go down, do we?
No, we certainly don't. But who knows? There's a lot of questions to be answered all round with the club at the moment.
Which aren't being answered, hasten to point out.
No, I think they've. I don't know what they're doing really.
That sums it up rather well.
No, I don't. No, I mean, I just think. We're kind of just drifting along at the minute. I mean, perhaps that's what they want. Perhaps they want us to be a mid-table championship team. I don't know.
Well, that's fair enough. If as long as they tell us. I mean, it seems to be that whenever anything goes slightly bad, let's just shut up.
Yeah, well, I think to be fair, the fans are really here to pay the money and to spend money everywhere, and that's about it. But I'm going to say, I'm really disappointed the way they launched the 76 shirt, 1976 at £120 each.
It's funny, we did that programme a while back about football shirts, and that sort of seems to sum it up, doesn't it?
Well, the thing is, to me, there's two prongs to my attack. Firstly, it's stupid not making their shirt available to everybody, because if they had done it at a reasonable price, it would have been the club's bestseller ever. Secondly, a lot of them don't remember or weren't alive when we went to Wembley in 76, and that day was all about the fans. Yeah. And a lot of those fans that went there are now on limited income, and they couldn't afford 120 quid for a football shirt if they wanted to. So I think it kind of shows lack of empathy, if I'm honest.
They've got an awful lot of lack of empathy for the fans, hasten, about the current situation and not explaining why we're so rubbish, basically.
Absolutely, 100%.
So what do you think it's going to be today then?
I'm going to go. for a Saints 1-0 win. I'm just going to go for it because every time I predict we'll lose or draw, we draw and lose. So I'm going for a 1-0 win.
I like the thinking, but I don't think it works.
No, probably not. Probably not.
The only time you'll ever try it. That's what Jake the other week tried. That it didn't work.
No. I mean, I haven't been drinking, so and I'm relatively of sane mind, possibly. But no, I don't know.
Are you going to take part in the process today?
No. No, well, simply because I don't think it'll make any difference.
No.
I mean, I've only been on one protest march in my life, and that was anti-racism in the 1970s.
Fair enough.
And that was a cause that I believed in very strongly at the time.
Yeah.
I think if I stripped naked and ran around the stadium, it wouldn't change the owners' minds. They'll do what they want to do. You can't say that he's not spent money.
Oh no, I did a programme on that the other day. I got to the conclusion that the playing recruitment's actually been quite good. It's the behind-the-scenes recruitment that's been abysmal.
I think the playing recruitment's been hit or miss. I think but I think more so with us. I think the off-field has been miss really, and I just think he's appointed the wrong people in the wrong places at the wrong times maybe. And my concern is we have a negative result today, and we have a negative result next week down the road.
It's a Pompey game we're all worried about, isn't it?
And then all of a sudden the pressure becomes intense, and you're almost back to where you were when they got rid of Will Steele, which is...
It would be like setting off an atom bomb if things go that bad against the other side.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
It's a big fear.
Yes, indeed, it is a big fear.
Yeah, thanks, Roger.
No, thank you, Adam.
Well, the boycott of the Saints store doesn't seem to have worked too well because there's plenty of people heading in there to buy their Saints gear. And this is a new segment on the show that's going to be rather regular. It's the Steve segment. I'd love to know what you're thinking about today.
Mixed feelings today. It's one of them where with the protest that's supposed to be going ahead, it feels if we're ever going to do anything in this league this year, we got to win today. There's no two ways about it, and try and get a run together. But there's that bit where I'm looking at it and thinking we just come over here again just to watch another one of those shows that we put on every now and then.
How do you feel about the protest? You for it?
It's mixed again because I think they've done a lot to invest in the club, and we can't ever say that they haven't put the money in. They just put it in the wrong places and the wrong recruitment, and that's the problem. And the problem is it the better the devil you know than the one you don't? Because if we could be left with ones that don't invest, and then we could be absolutely down in the doldrums for years to come.
Yeah, they sort of have us over a barrel, really, don't they? Because we need the money, but we're not really going to do anything if they maintain this current attitude.
Completely agree.
So it's a no for me for the process, simply because I want to pay tribute to Martin Chivers. I just hope they don't forget to do that.
This bunch of players at the moment don't care.
No.
And if we go to Pompey, we could actually...
I think Jack Stevens cares, but if he plays Jack Stevens, he's probably going to get sent off within about 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we need a lot more than that, don't we, next week? Because let's face it, they're going to be like where we are now, and they're going to be shouting at us and giving us the abuse. And if they think it's bad over here at St Mary's, and what they're getting...
Like a cauldron.
Yes, exactly.
So all we can really hope for at Pompey is a 0-0 draw like they got here.
Yeah, completely.
It's horrible to have that sort of attitude, but that's really the best we can hope for.
You'd take a point now, wouldn't you? And that's the problem. And we want to be winning the South Coast Derby. It shouldn't be anything other than that.
Yeah.
But we're already thinking of a draw as a good result, and that's where we are actually.
Very
as a
negative,
club.
isn't it?
Yeah, completely.
So dare I ask you what you think it's going to be today?
I'm hoping we can sneak it, but my gut feeling
Hopes are right. It's no predictions, is it? You can't bear to predict when you know it's likely to be a defeat.
The problem is, Adam, it will change to a toxic atmosphere, and that's when everything happens then, and we don't want that again. We've had enough toxic atmospheres the last couple of seasons. We want something to build on. We want something to feel joy coming to the game and being entertained again. And the problem is it's quite close to being that. Yeah. If we go to a 4 and we play attacking,
it's always a big if, though, isn't it? He played 4 in the last game. Was it against Doncaster? Was it?
Yeah.
Just to sort of try and prove a point. Then it went a bit funny.
Yeah, that second half was not good, was it? And you know, and if you're hanging on against the League One side who are second bottom of the table, what the hell's a top Championship side going to do to us? That's the problem. But we still need to have that positive mentality.
We need to have Saints back again, like we had for about 4 weeks, wasn't it? While Tonda was the
and then
interim,
and what changed? He got the job.
and then they said you're not allowed to play attractive football anymore.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Hope you have a good game anyway.
And you, Adam. Thank you.
Here with Adam, a very aptly named Adam, and Joshua. Hello.
Hello there.
Oh yeah.
And how do you think it's going to pan out today?
Well, who knows nowadays? Bit inconsistent, isn't it? So could go anyway, but hopefully 3 points. So
I love the hopefully thing. No one's actually definite, are they? What about this protest thing? Are you in for that?
That's why we're actually normally sitting around the other side of the stadium, but because they said they was going to be here at 2 o'clock, we're going to see if it is going to actually.
Yeah, basically, not participating, just observing.
Yeah, I'll see how it goes. But I must admit, I do agree with what they're doing, because it's at the moment it's become a joke. It's the club's a mess at the moment, I think.
What do you think is the root cause of it?
wow, a bit of everything. I think we've got some bad eggs in our team. I think we have for a long time. Behind the scenes, something's not right. I think the players will call over this manager, and I think once you've got appointed permanently, I think they're just down tools. So I think something needs to change in every department, really.
So do you think it's a behind-the-scenes thing, or just the players aren't up for it?
I think there's. I look at it and I think, like my nephew said, Joshua, it seems to me that they played well for that 7 games, or 7 wins in 9, got him the job, and then it's just totally tailed off. And I'm so cynical that I think, because there's rumours of bad eggs in the dressing room, I kind of think, did they just try hard to get him the job because they knew he might have been a walkover or something like that?
It's a sound theory.
And now they've reverted back to the norm.
The trouble is that Sport Republic aren't telling us a blooming thing, are they? So we have all these, these theories, and we'd like to know the actual facts.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly that. We want, some sort of communication, but we're not really getting it, and something has to change in the summer. Otherwise, we're going to do the same next season, really. Yep. And it's just going to be another mid-table sort of season championship. I think playoffs are totally gone now. At one point we're looking at autos catching, Middlesbrough, even Coventry now, because they've tailed off. But now we've got no chance, so something has to change. Yeah.
So what's your predictions then?
Well, Joe, I'm going to go for. They've got a lot of players out, so I will go for. I'll go for 2-1 Saints.
The players out thing is what Hull fans are already trying to make a sort of an excuse for, but you know what happens with excuses.
We had that at Middlesbrough. I'm actually going to go for a win. Yeah. I don't know why, to be honest. No great faith in any of the team. Cienza, the usual. The people actually try. I would say maybe squeak a 1-0.
I hope you're right.
Clean sheet's a rare thing. We've got to have one at some point.
The new goalkeeper though.
Be interesting to see him. But it's just you look around, it's not much excitement, is there? There's not much buzz. It's just, it feels a chore at the moment coming to the football, and it's sad. It's sad.
But the beer's nice.
The beer's nice.
Exactly.
That's the only
makes
thing.
it worth it.
That's the only thing we got.
Absolutely.
Man.
Well, there's not long to go to this protest. Not a lot going on over there at the moment, so
No, I don't think it's going to.
might be going on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, it's only a few minutes to 2 now, and there doesn't appear to be an awful lot of people gathering around the Ted Bates statue, so I'm starting to feel as if it might not be happening. So today's been a day for vlogging celebrities. I think we've got. You don't know who else we've met today. You wouldn't believe it. There's Matchday Steve. How are you, Matchday Steve?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. Yeah, no problem. No problem to come on the channel. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you. You're here obviously for a protest.
Wow. Yeah, if you can call it that. Yeah.
When beer's on sale, obviously some things take priority.
Absolutely, yeah. I think they're probably all around there at the Northern today, over there, around that side.
Watching a band round there.
Yeah, they are. We were around there a minute ago watching it.
Oh, I was better talk about football. How do you think it's going to go today?
Honestly, I reckon it's probably going to be a draw today. I can't see us getting much out of it. I mean, Hull have got a lot of injuries, haven't they? So we might get something out of it, but I don't know. I reckon a 1-1 draw I'm going for today.
1-1, you're going to score a goal. Wow.
Well, if we can get one, yeah. Adam Armstrong starts. I've just seen the lineup, so maybe we'll get something. Maybe we won't. I don't know. My boy reckons we're going to lose 3-1.
We're good at nil-nils. Nil-nils or heavy defeats.
Nil-nils, but it's a boring game of football.
Look, it's just wrapped up. Right, go on then. We're talking about protests.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
There isn't one at the moment.
Yeah, which
is 2 o'clock, which is supposed to be in a minute.
Which was always kind of the way I felt that it would go, to be fair. Look, the biggest, I don't want to say the biggest problem with this fan, because it's not, the fan base isn't the problem, really. The fan base that this club has is so driven by family, and that family orientated desire to come with your kids, etc., that the idea of a protest is detrimental to that idea.
Yeah.
Because we're a family, yes, of course, because this is a family-driven club, not from above, but the fan base is a family-driven fan base. The idea of a protest is almost never gonna.
Did you feel as if this was likely to be happening? That's not happening. I mean.
Yeah. I know. I didn't see a scenario where a full-scale 10,000 people strong.
All right, that.
I mean, those numbers are excessive, but even like 1,000, but I never expected any. Like that, what we saw at West Brom in those playoffs, you're never going to see that kind of volume of people here to say that Sports Republic shouldn't be running our club.
You need that level to make some noise.
But
and if you haven't got that level, it's not going to work. So
what worries me is obviously Pompey next week. If things go really bad these next 3 games, there's going to be eruptions.
Look, in terms of what Sports Republic, this is maybe going to be controversial in some respects. Sports Republic aren't the problem. The people that surround Sports Republic are because Sports Republic they pull the trigger when other people tell them to pull the trigger. Because they run the finances, they look after the club. So when it comes to buying that guy from France who's got more yellow cards than he's got goals this season, forward that they're looking at, that comes from people telling Sports Republic that he's the one to bring in. So that's where the problem is. The problem is at the mid-level, where there are guys that are driving sales and purchases, etc. Like bringing in Peretz for Bazunu feels a bit backwards to me.
I didn't think that was a good move at all.
Well, getting rid of Bazunu and getting in Peretz makes no sense.
Keeping Bazunu as a number 2 and getting rid of McCarthy.
So it's like team, people trying to compete for places. So that's not going to happen now, is it?
No.
Peretz is a Bayern Munich player, right?
Yeah.
So at some point, this stands to reason that Manuel Neuer can't play football forever. So someone has to become Bayern Munich goalkeeper. So if your choice is, let's say, for instance, Manuel Neuer at the end of the season, Bayern Munich look like they're going to win just about everything that's going this season. They're unbelievably on fire. He turns around and goes, I might just call it quits. And Daniel Peretz goes, I might go and fight for that position. We're left with Alex McCarthy because Stoke will buy Gavin Bazunu.
Rod, you're hanging in the background. What do you think?
Yeah, come on. Get your
thoughts said. I think we should have kept Bazunu as a number 2, definitely. Yeah, and McCarthy should have gone.
He said he wanted to play football, right?
And he wasn't going to. If you bring in a Bayern Munich goalkeeper, they're going to put him down as number 1. Bazunu was never going to get back in there, was he? But saying that though, this Peretz, he hasn't had many minutes, has he?
No.
And it's going to be a lot. You've got to prove that he's actually a half-decent goalkeeper. And no one knows at the moment. So to go and get rid of the only thing that we have got, it just doesn't make any sense at all, does it? It doesn't make any sense. But
I mean, on the surface, it makes sense because Gavin Bazunu has, whether we'd like to admit it or not, has been largely poor.
Yeah, but then he has got a defence in front of him that is evenly as poor, right? Yeah. So it swings and roundabouts.
Maybe it's just a knock-on effect because sometimes shit equals more shit.
I don't think it was a good idea getting rid of Ronnie Edwards.
Ridiculous. Young upcoming, and keep Jack Stevens.
Yeah, he's a half decent defender.
I won't hear a word. I won't hear a bad word said about Jack Stevens. No, I will. many. The more, the merrier. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh God, we could go on forever. We've got to go and watch a football match. I'm just going to show you what it looks like behind.
This is the famous protest.
I can see that Ted Bates has got his hand up.
Does he want to say something?
Well, if he had a black flag on him, then he'd be the only one taking part.
Oh well. What a nice finishing shot. Thank you very much. So the lineup has been announced. Daniel Peretz in goal, Harwood Bellis, Wood and Quasi across the middle. Surprise, surprise. 3/5 at the back. Tom Fellows, Flynn Downs, Casper Yander and Ryan Manning. He can't get kicked out of the side at left midfield. With Finn Azaz, Leo Cienza and a front man of Adam Armstrong. The side is actually looking on paper quite good. But if he decides to just play possession football against a weakened side, then it could look really, really bad for us. Manchester United, last time I checked, were 3-0 up against Manchester City. So weird things can happen in football, and I hope today is that weird day. I've got a funny feeling, all of a sudden, that things might not end up so bad. It's really weird. I've sat down in the stadium. Just a bit of a weird buzz in there at the moment. The fuck? Yes, as I say, I just got in the stadium. There's a bit of a weird buzz in this ground at the moment. I've got a very funny feeling something good's going to happen here. If I'm wrong, of course, it was the one and only time I ever actually listened to that funny feeling that happens when you think you might get something out of the game. Come on, you Reds.
This afternoon, TFL Skybet Championship match against Hull. We're moments away from kickoff. His family and business will continue their strong ties to this amazing club. In his honour and memory. So Mayors, please join us in a moment of applause to remember Paul.
Might have to eat my words. It was a very promising first 30 seconds. Quite attacking move, and all they did was pass it back to Peretz. Well, we're 6 minutes in, and Hull have had a couple of really good chances, but the most entertaining thing is when somebody in the PA box leant on the play button on the audio desk, and we had a bit of disco music during one of Hull's attacks. Good effort there from Adam Armstrong. First chance, I could almost say it was on target for Saints today. Well, that was the best chance we've had in weeks. Really should have scored from that one. That's a better move, a bit more like it. Again, a bit too close to the goalkeeper. 19 minutes in. A blunder at the back as usual has gifted Hull a goal which they probably really didn't deserve, and that's just so typical of Saints. Saints 0, Hull 1. It's a close that Tom Fellows has actually come to scoring for the club. For good effort, nearly hit me though. Much better spell for Saints. Hit the bar. Come on, lads. Well, there was a chance there, but Finn Azaz played an air shot. The seam that whenever Nathan Wood gets the ball to his feet, he doesn't really know what to do with it. And there you have it, 2-0 Hull. We've had most of the possession as usual. A couple of one catastrophic error at the back. I say catastrophic, so annoyed. And then a corner goal. Can't really see exactly what happened from back here, but we're 2-0 down. Well, Saints fans are singing "You're not fit to wear the shirt." I don't know who they're aiming at as, but who could potentially contend that it's the whole team. A sort of a chance created by Leo Cienza that was half-heartedly sort of scuffed across goal by Finn Azaz. A chance for Hull where they should have scored really, but the Saints' answer to nearly conceding a goal was to allow the pressure and allow them to pass across the back, basically. Finn Azaz there, I don't know if that was a shot or a cross. After a period of faffing by Saints, Hull broke away and tried to con the referee into a penalty. Then Saints tried to break away and Cienza had just been, looks like, well, he's rolling around in agony, but he is Brazilian, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain. Well, it's half-time here at St Mary's Stadium. It's Saints 0, Hull 2, and it's another episode of same old, right? The side is actually being sort of a bit more incisive than normal, but it's terrible defensive. Just passing the ball around aimlessly to a certain extent. And now Hull have started to resort to dirty taxing and targeting Leo Cienza with a bit of rough play, but this is just terrible, it really is. Well, Saints have had a couple of chances early in the second half. We had a couple of chances early in the first half actually, but it led to Hull scoring 2 goals. Apparently, Tonda Eka said at his press conference that they've been working really hard on defending, but there's no evidence to support that claim.
Tom Fellows.
Reckett has made a couple of substitutions. He's brought on Ross Tripp for Finazaz, fair enough. But to the consternation of the Saints fans, he took Tom Fellows off and brought Robinson on. But it's not Robinson's fault. It's the fans, as you can hear, are pretty pissed off. We were all falling asleep a little bit, and Ross Stewart pops up and pulls it back to 2-1. Well, at the moment I think that might be a consolation goal, but I can't say I'm not happy about it.
Backwards, come on, get it in the middle. Just going to lose the ball, aren't we? Oh, man.
And there you have it. I've left the ground while the game's still on because Saints are never going to score another goal. An absolute disgrace, as usual. I don't know what we're going to do. A rubbish board, a rubbish team, a rubbish manager. It's just going to be a struggle staying up this season, the way things are going. And we're playing Portsmouth 2 games' time. Might as well hand the game over to them and not bother showing up at Fratton Park, the way things are going. I found someone to moan with on the ferry. Can you remember any of those points you were moaning about earlier on? And I'll pick it up from wherever you were moaning, because there was so much. It was like a spewing of complaints and views and confusion.
Lots of complaints, wasn't there? Through the manager, through the actual board and their recruitment, and the mistakes and the continuous mistakes they make, and they keep repeating the mistakes year upon year, and that's the problem, the most frustrating thing from Saints' point of view, because we just don't learn. I didn't think we needed to make the managerial appointment as quickly as we did. I thought we could have left it till the end of January and then seen how the results were going, and if they carried on the way they were, we could have given them the job full time then. Or if we gave him the job, I'd have only given him till the end of the season with a chance of renewing it and extending it further if the results had continued towards the end. I just thought we reacted too quickly.
Yeah, it was also the trying to apportion blame. Well, I get views, and it goes all the way through the club, but ultimately it sort of starts rising to the surface.
Yes, totally. I felt today we had a back five to start with. It clearly wasn't working. We were our own downfall with poor defending and gifting goals to the opposition, and And then in the second half, when we do put the forward in there, in Ross Stewart, we played the balls around his ankles again. And
it was either around his ankles, about a mile over his head.
Yes, it doesn't make sense, does it? You know, we had that focal point where we actually had somebody to launch a ball and play a ball in, and get the wingers, Leo and Fellows, to put the balls in, and then he takes Fellows off straight away as well.
Yeah, so he takes the player off, most likely to deliver the perfect cross for the man who actually scored our goal, Ross Stewart.
Completely, and that's what frustrates the fans so much, because we're seeing it week in, week out, and where do we go? Where do we go? We got Portsmouth in the week, and if we go there, we're going to get battered. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think honestly we've got no chance. Might go and hibernate for the Portsmouth game. They'll be rubbing their hands together with glee, but I just can't see a way out of it.
No, nor me. And who's going to want to come to us to actually change it now? It's another season wasted.
Well, they won't come to us anyway, because I think it's pretty obvious that whoever comes has to be a puppet manager, has to do everything that Johannesburg wants them to do, which is not a very attractive job for a coach. Maybe an up-and-coming coach like Tonda or somebody like Still who wanted to get into English football, but all of them have fallen apart because of Johannesburg's demands.
Or somebody who wants a payday at the end of it and get the sack.
That's right. I think Tonda's heading that way, and that's another load of a few £1 million we're going to have to shell out.
I was going to say, the amount of compensation we paid, you know, with Martin and Steele, you know, they're getting big paydays at our expense again, and it's just basic mistakes. And
sorry.
It's like, if you had been a Saints fan, and I'll go back to Ralph, if you knew that Ralph was going to be sacked and you wanted him gone, if you knew that Nathan Jones was going to be the one walking in, would you have wanted Ralph being sacked?
That was definitely that's a Sport Republic thing, wasn't it? That's alarm bells, because they've never stopped doing that.
No, and
they got lucky with the certain elements of the Arthur Russell Martin getting promotion, but other than that, yeah, it's been crap basically.
Yes, and the supporters have been there week in, week out, and they can't understand why there's a divide in the club and with the fan base and everything else, because we're not being told anything, and we're having that to watch every week in, week out, and it just frustrates.
And it seems that whenever they put a job advert out for a manager, they have to have the first qualification as being an utter buffoon, which is clearly what Tonda is.
Yes, and you just want somebody who's experienced and knows what they're doing to get hold of that team and work with it and get the fans excited again. You know what I mean? We want to come here hoping that we're going to see good football and a win, instead of going then with doom and gloom, because that's what we're going at the start of the day. It's coming out true and we're coming home miserable again.
I'm delighted. I don't know about you.
It's great.
Thank you. You, Steve. It'll be all right next time, don't worry.
Thank you.
Are you going to the Sheffield Wednesday? The Sheffield United game?
Not decided yet.
Okay. This is just a correction video for the Football Martin's item on M&S Food, when he said that the lasagna was 15 quid. Well, as you can see, this lasagna is £6.25, much cheaper. Only the luxury stuff is expensive, and with this dining deal you not only get a main and side, you also get a starter or dessert. Or you can get some cheaper chips at £3, or the triple cut chicks at £4. You can get a frozen bag at £2.90. Bargains are available at Marks So this
Spencer.
match day vlog ends with a certain degree of realisation. The realisation that we are in a serious relegation battle, that not only are the owners and board of directors a bunch of idiots, our manager is also a complete and utter buffoon. And we're now in the situation of having to sack another manager and bring in another puppet of Johannesburg. The club is in crisis, and those people that had a go at me for saying that, look closely. We are in trouble. Sorry to end on a, negative note.